hello. And here I am. I think I'm talking to myself now, but if there are people here, welcome. I'm going to be doing a lot of talking to myself, and I can't hear myself, so if the audio is weird and someone here, say hello. I've got my candle making shirt on, which one can tell. If you can see grease stains here. And we're gonna look at some candle stuff. My name is Jen, and I used to stream on Twitch, and now I'm building a new community here on YouTube. And I just talk about whatever I feel like talking about. And sometimes my friends show up. And I caught myself arguing with somebody online. And I was like, I should step away and open up my package. So here we are. So let's go to my browser. Okay, so I have a candle making inventory that I created yesterday, but it took me a couple of days to pull all the inventory of all of the candle stuff that I have. It's mostly fragrances, and on Black Friday I made an order on Candle Science, which is the supplier I use for my wax and my oils. The oils are phthalate free. The wax is always pure soy. No paraffin. They do sell paraffin though. I feel it's weird. And this is coming up because there were some podcasts that came out today. Not to be dismissive, I just don't remember the podcast. It's very popular. Where a toxicologist or a toxicology doctor or chemist said that scented candles are bad. But she didn't say all scented candles. She said conventional that you buy at the store. And I knew this, which is what got me into making candle making in the first place. Anyway, I'm going to be talking to myself and not you. Jen, stop arguing with people online about intellectual arguments. That's why I'm here. I caught myself arguing online, and I was like, it's time to smell some scents. So, okay. If we look at, if you go to candlemakinginventory.glitch.me, you can see a whole table I made of all my fragrance oils that I own for my candles that I make, as well as URLs to blog posts where I mention those candles. I've been doing this sporadically since 2021. Actually, the first order I made to a supplier was March of 2021, and I think it was like December that my partner Andy got me a candle making kit. And so we're hitting like 3 years of amateur candle making as a hobby. The last order I ever made before Black Friday was a year ago. Because normally I'll make like $100 order, and that lasts me throughout the year. Because candle making is actually, as far as all the other hobbies I do, like a fairly affordable hobby. And so I'll go over the pricing of stuff that I got. Let's get started. I have to hydrate. Okay, so the first thing in the order was I needed wax. I want to do wax molds and embeds because I'm trying to make sculptural candles. Things that like you would give to somebody and they would be afraid to light. I want it to be like so pretty that they never want to light it. So what I got was wax for pillars and molds. And for about like $35, I think I paid, you get a 10-pound bag. This will last me for quite some time. Like, this might be the only order of this I'll need for the next year. Unless I reach, like, a breakthrough and I start, like, selling them. I don't sell candles. I make them with friends or make them by myself and I give them away to friends. I used to have a job and I used to bring them to work and give them to my coworkers. So 10 pound of wax, like $35. Then I couldn't not order new scents to try out, even though, as you can see, there are some here that I've not used yet, that I've gotten a long time ago. And as you can see, some of the fragrance names are quite abstract, and so I will order if I'm like, what the hell does love spell smell like? And I would get it. And sometimes I'll get it and I'm like, I don't think anyone's ever gonna like this scent, or just hasn't found like the right moment. And then there are some, I've rated the ones that I did use. There are some where I've bought them multiple times because they're so good. Like tomato leaf is probably my favorite, lemon pound cake, chocolate fudge, wild honeysuckle. Believe it or not, my favorite scents are not like typically florals or food. It's like what I can describe as like graveyard scent. Like dirt and grass and like oud. You'll see there's a few ouds on there. I'm getting a message from my pal, so I wanted to make sure that I'm not missing anything cool and fun. I would let you in on it if there is anyone here. It's a Spotify Wrapped meme. Okay, so the first part of the order was the wax. That was about $35. And then I ordered some scents. This is, as far as I know, the only mistake in my order that I made. I wanted to make sure that I kept my order to $100. And so there was like, I went through and I just started adding scents to it. And I'll show you what Candle Science looks like. They have like tons of fragrance oils. And I would just go through each and open up a new tab and add to my cart which ones seemed nice or interesting. And then I got to my cart and it was way over 100. And so I was like, I don't need all these new scents. I will scale back to what I thought was 7, but it turns out I had accidentally ordered 2 of a scent. This is all very interesting, but if you're here, you clicked. So let's go through. So the first scent was Watermint and Clementine. They come in 1-ounce bottles, and typically these are between $2 and $3, so fairly affordable. And these candles will often, the label will tell you what percentage of fragrance oil a wax can hold. And so you'll probably, what I usually do is like 5 to 8% of the candle will be fragrance oil. And so I'll get 2 or 3 candles out of this, depending on the size of the candle. I don't really usually make big candles. So Watermint and Clementine. The issue with this is that I believe they're already... I bought this scent in May 2022. I forget it, and I not blogged about it, but for some reason I saw it on Candle Science, and I was like, Watermint and Clementine, that sounds nice. I don't remember it. And then I accidentally increased the inventory. So now I have 2 of these. And that's what happens when you do big girl orders on your phone instead of on your desktop. And that's on me. Watermint and Clementine. We could actually search. All of Candle Science's fragrances are phthalate free, by the way, which is how I found out about them. Besides the fact that their wax does not cost $500,000. Okay, let's see. I'm browsing. Watermint and clementine. What a refreshing image. So you can buy this in all different kinds of sizes. Most suppliers have that. If you decide that you're gonna like sell these candles, you would want to get like a bigger jug. But typically, I've only bought 4-ounce bottles a couple of times. So this is $2.92. The top notes are citrus and basil, which I hate the basil scent in general. In fact, it's like one of the 2 thumbs down fragrances I've ever gotten, and this is by far the worst. Like this one, like I always like say like, does this make me want to throw up or not? And this is the one where like it was gross to me and it was gross to my friend Tyler. But I got it from Brambleberry and they seem to discontinue it, so they probably got a bunch of complaints. I've never gotten basil from Candle Science, but watermint and clementine, citrus basil top note, chamomile orange peeled mint middle, and base agave and tomato leaf. Tomato leaf is my favorite fragrance oil scent for candles, by the way. Or no, is it tomato leaf? Yeah, it smells like the vine of a vine tomato. And it's true, it's like, it's citrusy with like a little bit of mint, and I really like this. And I don't know when I used it, but now I've got 2. So let's update my inventory, which is just a JSON file that watermint. Okay, so I guess I've technically ordered it twice. And what was the day after Black Friday? Was that the 29th? Yeah. I'm gonna update stocked true. And the note is, I forgot this scent. And then I accidentally ordered 2. 2 1-ounce bottles again. But it smells great from the bottle. But I'm not gonna add a rating until I've actually used it. So there's that. The next one is Arctic Ivy. This is one of the ones where I saw the name and I was like, what the fuck does Arctic Ivy smell like? But I love this little image. I'm a sucker for stock photography. Candle Science also has flights, so they're just like box sets. And this one has a top note of eucalyptus, which I love, bergamot, which I love, lemon, which I love, sage I love. In the middle is camphor, fig, rose, green leaves, amber musk. Now, I have a fairly good nose when it comes to fragrances, which is weird because I have like a deviated septum and I'm an absolute mouth breather, as you could probably tell from the microphone. You could probably hear every breath I take. But I can always tell when there's some of the top notes is really like what I usually smell. And I definitely smell bergamot. It's kind of, it's usually when it's abstract, I assume that means that there's a sweetness to it. And it smells mostly like bergamot. and a little, I get the green leaves. It's not very musky to me, but this is like a good clean scent, as in like after I clean the bathroom, I'll light a candle in there to get rid of like the cleaner smells, and this is like good for that. So Arctic Ivy, that's also $2.92. Then there's Amber Element, and this one's new, also $2.92. And element scents are just that item. It all smells like amber. And I didn't know what amber smelled like on its own. I have like perfumes that say amber, but it says Amber Element fragrance oil captures the opulent heart of the golden resin it's named for. One of the most beloved fragrance accords, amber is an alluring note that is musky, soft, spicy, and sweet all at once. And it is. This is like, it's definitely like musky. It's not a cleaning scent. This is like a setting the mood scent. It's falls under sexy, I think. And then we have Lemon Verbena. Also $2.92. Top notes, of course, lemon sugar, lemon peel, middles lemon verbena, lemongrass, base like light musk, and benzoin. What in the world is benzoin? Sounds like a pill. Like a medicine. Sweet smelling resin. Okay. So let's see. This smells like a cleaner. Like it is very lemony, but it smells like a cleanser lemon. Not like a lemon or like a lemon candy, like a very sugary lemon candy. It's not the lemon I'm going for, but it is nice. I was hoping it would be more outdoorsy. Rose and Oud. One of the items I had on here that I've had in the past, Rose Petals, is a scent I forget about also. And I think I did make a candle for a former downstairs neighbor of mine, because they're elderly, and I was like, Rose Petals sounds like a scent that they would like it wasn't too like musky or whatever. I figured they probably like rose, and I was right, but I don't remember how it smelled, so I can't rate it. So I'll probably get it again. But Rose and Oud, I'm like, I love Rose, I love Oud, and let's grab that from here. Okay, another $2.92. Oud peppercorn blackberry, rose carnation, myrrh dark musk, and amber. One thing is I can't tell. I don't know the difference between top, middle, and base. Again, I'm like an amateur at this, but definitely oud. Very little rose, but it says top notes of rich oud peppercorn blackberry rise above a floral heart of rose and carnation. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm just trying to... It's more oudy. And I wish I had smoked oud. Do I have smoked oud in my inventory? I don't have it, but I said I love oud, and this is a good one. But yeah, that's nice. And then we have another element, cedar element. I have been hunting for the perfect like winter tree scent. And unfortunately, like you'll see there's like mountain pine and I don't know, like there's so many this is the problem with abstract fragrances or me not understanding top, middle, and bottom notes. Like I've tried a bunch of these, like blue spruce, and I just have not found the perfect one, and so I think I have to start mixing stuff. You can mix fragrances. So this one's just cedar elements, so the top, middle, base are all cedar. And it's not strong at all. It smells like after you've laser cut cedar. There's kind of like not like a strong burn, but it doesn't just smell like the wood. I like that. I'll use that. And then finally, Japanese cherry blossom. Because I was just like, I've never smelled what a Japanese cherry blossom is. And who knows if this is what they smell like. Again, a lot of these things are pretty abstract chemicals. The top is ozone, cherry blossom, magnolia, 3 scents I love. Or cherry blossom, I'm sure I would love. Middle is rose and cherry. Base is tonka bean, sandalwood. I like that. It's floral. It's definitely an after cleaning scent, whereas amber, rose and oud, and amber and oud are like the sexy scents, and Arctic ivy, cedar, lemon verbena, and water mint. And these are just like cleaning or just like whatever scents. Not to be dismissive. I'm gonna turn my light on. One sec. It gets dark at like 1 o'clock these days. Okay. So those are my scents. I got 8 of them. 7 different ones. Let's do the inventory. So I added watermint and clementine. And I'm gonna increase the font. Okay. And I don't think any others of these are rebuys, so I'm gonna go to the end of my fragrances JSON and start adding new stuff. There's one. This order was 2024 November. What was that again? 11/29. And I anticipate that I will not be buying any more fragrances for a while because I have so many. And again, I'm doing a lot of I want to do like sculptural candles, and those don't need to have scents. So I'll save the fragrances for when friends come over and want to do candle making, which we did the couple of days after Thanksgiving. I had a couple of friends come over for leftovers, Thanksgiving part 2, and we each made candles, and it was nice. Okay. I did 6 new scents, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so the first one, Japanese cherry blossom. Arctic ivy. Lemon verbena. Rose and oud. cedar element, and amber element. So there's that. And then I don't show the wax on this inventory. I'll update that later on a different stream. Okay, let's see. And now, if I refresh candle making inventory .me, which I'll paste in the chat. Let's see. Down at the bottom, we have all the new scents and watermint and clementine. Here we go. And we have them all in stock. And boom, that's it. Love that. And I keep my scents in a shoebox. I'll grab that in a sec. A cool thing about wearing a size 11 shoe is that you end up with big enough shoe boxes to hold all your crafts. So I have a shoe box with me. Get closer. This way. I have a shoe box, and then I have these Warby Parker boxes that I use to separate. I have my 4-ounce bottles. I have my ones that I've used, the ones I haven't used, and then runoff box. And I just keep it in a shoebox nearby. I also have like some liquid dyes. But yeah. The other thing that I ordered are pre-tabbed wicks. So when candle is not just wax and maybe fragrance oil and dye, you also need a wick. And it's pre-tabbed, so a little metal tab. And what I already have are stickers where you... Here, I have one left. You pull this off. It's just a double-sided sticker, double-sided circle, and you put that on the bottom of the tab, then you pull the paper off, and then you stick it in your vessel. The vessels I normally use are recycled condiment jars, or if friends come over, I tell them bring a vessel with you. Maybe you have like a mug that's broken, that you can't drink from it, but you love the mug, and you want to display it, but not just be a broken mug. Make it a candle. If it can hold hot fluids and it's not plastic, like, or coated, then it's fine. So anyway, I have run nearly out of wicks. These are the Eco 2 6-inch pre-tabbed wick. There's lots of wicks to choose from. You kind of have to test what you want to do or to use. And these are the Eco 2 6-inch pre-tab, and a 100-piece bag will set you back a little over $9. It's not bad. You can also buy like a spool of wax and then cut it to size if you want to make something that's larger. But I haven't really. And if I get to that point, then fine. You want to make sure that you want to go for wicks that are cotton. I don't know if there's any other like safe ones, but like cotton, and nothing with like lead in them, or zinc, I believe. Yeah. And so I like this Eco series. Yeah, the wicks are lead and zinc free. They're cotton threads. There's paper. And yeah, it works well with wax. It's got like a kind of like a wax coating to keep it sturdy. So that's only part of my order. I also, because it was Black Friday, there are a couple other things that I wanted to get. I knew I wanted to get more wax. I wanted like another vessel. I have like a small little cup. You double boil your wax, so you have a vessel that you melt it in, but like you don't put that directly on the stove. And so I have like a metal cup, and then I have a pan purely for candle making. You don't want to like mix your like food tools with your candle making tools. But they had deals, Black Friday deals, on candle making kits. And I was like, I want to check out what their candle making kits are like. Let's see. So what I got was I believe this is the candle making starter kit, and it's like 20% off. So it's like, it wasn't like it started Black Friday, but it's going through the rest of in 10 more days. Let me just confirm that that's how much I spent. I'm gonna check my phone. Okay, so I got the Pro candle making kit. And it says $61.52, 20% off, $49.22. Okay, so the Black Friday deal, maybe it was 20 or 30% off. I paid $43.91. Oh yeah, it was 30% off. Yeah, so I got 30% off, but you can get 20% off. The retail is $62. I also had like a $5 reward because I've ordered from them before. Then there was a overall 25% off Black Friday sale promotion, and I got a free sample. The rose and oud I got for free. And that's another nice thing about Candle Sense. They'll throw in a 1 ounce for free, and you could pick which one out of like, I think all of them you can choose from. So I ended up saving. My subtotal was $98.91. Shipping was around $18. Tax was like $8. Came in a huge box. They use those like packing peanuts that are like unflavored Cheetos, which is a pain. But I ended up saving about like $25 on that order, which is basically almost like shipping was free, but it wasn't. But it arrived pretty quickly. I ordered it on the 30th, so it wasn't Black Friday. It was the day after. Or maybe it was midnight, I don't know. But it delivered today, so it only took a few days. Let's update the inventory, because correct data is important. Okay. I'm sure if anyone's here, I lost them. They're gonna miss out. Let's open up this big box. Ugh. Here we are. And let's open up the browser so we can look at what comes in this kit. So, it comes with scents. I forgot about that. I'm glad that I didn't accidentally order a scent that was already in this box. It sounds like something I would love to do. Okay, so this comes with all natural Golden Brands 464 soy wax, packaged in 4 1 pound bags, which is very nice. Because I was going to buy another 10-pound bag of this wax, even though I have like 5 pounds left. Because again, I usually make 1 order a year. But I saw that this kit came with it, and I was like, this is actually the perfect amount. These are good for container candles, not exactly embeds. I tried, and embeds are like molds. Molds are small embeds for wax melts. I got into making, here's my first sculpture candle. I made a couple of these oranges, and they're, I think blood orange, I think is the scent I used for them. And I had a mold for the circle, and then I just free-handed the little leaf. But it was a pain getting this out of the mold, and I had to heat gun it. And so it's because the wax that I was using, which was the 444, which is like the 464. I think 464 travels in hot weather better. And again, I don't sell candles. But this is why I got the wax for pillar candles and molds, because that, I guess, I assume I'll find out that they're easier to work with. But now I got my 4 pounds here. And it comes with a card with a QR code that will take you to videos. Oh, actually it's a fold out card with the materials list. Very cool. This is what I wanted. A glass thermometer. Let me put the webcam back up. So I have a thermometer. I forgot what it's called, where it doesn't actually, it's like the little gun thermometer that could do surfaces or body. And I use that. But this is a candy and deep fry thermometer. Normally, like wax and oils will tell you like how high you should really like heat it up to. This is all the stuff on the back is about candy and deep frying. So you don't want to, like, you're not going to ever want your wax or oils to go up to 350, because every oil bottle you see will tell you the fragrance oil percentage as well as the flash point. And you don't want to get to that point. So this is cool. Comes with like a little glass. It looks vintage, and it has this handy tube so that I minimize how I break it. And I love this. It's got like a little wooden handle so you can not get too hot. So, and it's glass, so you could easily clean the wax off of it when you're done. And I like this as an option, and not having to constantly get the thermometer and shoot to get the temperature. So yeah, this is cool. This is the fragrances. So it comes with 4 fragrance oils, which are in a bag, which I wish when they shipped this, there was a huge box filled with those unflavored Cheeto packing peanuts, and the bottles were just loose in the box. Of course, they're all just like on the bottom of the box, and I had to have Andy hold the garbage bag while I dump the packing peanuts and try to stop the bottles from going in. So here we have, actually I'll get to this later, but let's see what else we got. So we have wick stickers. Ooh, warning labels. 2-inch warning labels. So this is like, if you're like selling, it's responsible to put a warning label that reminds people to trim wick to 1/4 inch before lighting, keep candle free of any foreign materials, including matches and wick trimmings. Only burn the candle on a level fire resistant surface. Do not burn candle for more than 4 hours at a time. Stop use when only 1/4 of wax remains. Burn within sight. Keep away from flammable objects. Keep away from children and pets. Standard fare, but some people don't know or ignore. And then there is a 12-piece bag of one of their 6-inch pre-tabbed wicks. So this is a different line than, this isn't the Eco, this is CD, which is flat braided cotton wick, designed to ensure a consistent burn with higher fragrance loads, especially with softer, more viscous natural waxes. Also lead and zinc free. Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, I couldn't tell you the difference. You'd have to test it. And then a bunch of wick bars. So wick bars, I'm not going to open this bag, but I've got some here. Wick bars are for holding the wick in place on your mold or your vessel. And so when Andy got me a candle making kit, which is how I got started, it came with this. So you put it over and the wick goes in the hole, or either holes it fits. And so the wick stays in place while the wax is melted. Candle Science sells these, so you just stick the wick in there and just pop it on the vessel. What I don't like about these is that they are sharp. These are very like, they're sharp. They're like, it gets the job done, but you have to be careful, because same with their votive molds, the edges are not smooth at all. So I have cut myself on these, so you want to be careful. I saw someone on YouTube using popsicle sticks that they drill a hole in, and I might try that. But that's what wick holders are, or wick bars are. Okay. Get stuff out of the way. Pop this in here. And since these are like, since I have wick bars and stickers and wicks, I might like make a little gift set for a friend so that they can like make their own candles. So yeah. Here we have a little box, and I gotta keep track of time because I have a class. This is a small pouring pitcher. That is also a thing that I needed, which is why I ended up just getting this kit, because I was like, oh, the wax is useful, the thermometer is useful. Oh, I'm so excited. I was like, not sure. I mean, perfect size. It's light, it's got a handle, and it's for melting and pouring, so I can use this in my double boil process, and this is like twice the size of the one that I have, and I've been meaning to get a bigger one, but like it's hard to like look online and understand sizes because I'm visual, and on the computer it looks tiny. So I'm excited about this. I'm glad that this came bigger. This is bigger than my other ones. Now I can melt more wax, which is great if I want to fill a bunch of molds. And then this. Oh, this comes with candle tins. Now I normally just use recycled vessels, like condiment jars, honey jars, mugs. Even if you look at my blogs, like My friend Tyler and I went to the dollar store and bought a bunch of shot glasses because he wanted to make a bunch of little candles to bring with him on a trip circumnavigating the globe. But I've never bought unused vessels. So this kit came with 12 8-ounce candle tins. So it's got a lid. This is where you'd pop that warning label. And that's cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. This will be cool to like for testing, like scents combinations, because it's tin. I can like reuse it, and put cool stickers and stuff on it. If I were to sell candles, I'd probably not use tins. I don't know. I'm like afraid of getting this idea of selling candles because I find that people are so irresponsible about them, and I don't want to be liable for anyone getting hurt, but I like just giving them away. So that is the kit. That's the last thing in the product, but before I go, I want to test out and add to inventory my 4 new scents. So inventory link is in the chat. So the 4 scents that I got are lavender, which I do own, lavender embers, which I really like, and then lavender. So I have a 4-ounce bottle because I knew I'd like it. I really love lavender. It's funny, there was someone I went to college with who's like a kind of a toxic friend who hated lavender, and so I loved it passive aggressively and gaslit myself into thinking it was the best scent. And it is very good. So now I have more. And even though I didn't actively order this through my journey of looking at scents, I will change the order count to 2, 4, 11:30, and got an extra order in the CS Pro. What's it called? Ah. It doesn't say. I don't know. In the Pro kit. So there's lavender. Lavender smells like lavender, believe it or not. Let's go through the fragrances. I wish there was a show all on this page. No, not coconut element. I'm allergic to coconut. I do. Actually, you know, I'm not really into the scent of coconut, but I don't know if that's just because of my allergy. Lavender. So the middle notes are lavender. So I guess the middle notes are supposed to be like the main note. I don't know. I can Google it later. Top is citrus and bergamot. It just smells like a lavender bouquet. If you ever walk by like a market in like Union Square, the financial district, there'll sometimes be a table of someone just selling a bunch of lavender, and this smells like walking past that. Just a very relaxing scent. We love it. Egyptian amber. Let's see. An alluring woody fragrance oil with bold musk aromas. A light touch of jasmine and ozone gives way to a heart of sandalwood, leather, and earthy patchouli. I love this. So top is jasmine and ozone, tonica, bean, leather, sandalwood, and patchouli middle, and the base of light musk, amber, dark musk, and powder. It's a very... It's not pungent. It's very subtle. Like, I smell it, but it's not strong. And so, if you like amber, sandalwood, patchouli, but you don't want something too overpowering, this is good. But yeah, it's nice. I'm getting more jasmine than leather and patchouli, but it's really good. Grapefruit and mangosteen. Let's see. I love a citrus scent. Oh, that's grapefruit and mint, which I've gotten before, I believe. Okay, top orange, orange peel, middle mango, grapefruit peach, base cedar, red currant. Oh, that's nice. It's like... It is like mango and orange juice mixed together. That's really nice. And then very vanilla. I feel like I'm gonna hate this because anything with very tells me it's gonna be strong. I like vanilla, but it's also got 4-star reviews. Top linen, middle amaretto, which I'm kind of about, jasmine smoke, base musk praline, vanilla amber. Oh wait, this is velvet vanilla. No, I want very vanilla. Okay, top is buttercream. It's probably gonna be a bit much for me. Middle cake, vanilla, bourbon sugar. Now, fun fact, I haven't drank in like 5.5 years. I quit drinking in April 2019. But before I quit drinking, one of my favorite things to drink, and maybe this is just me punishing myself for drinking, was birthday cake flavored vodka with Diet Coke. And I feel like that's what's gonna smell like. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna... It smells like birthday cake. In fact, in the inventory, one of my thumbs downs was almond macaron. And it's like, I made a candle and I had to get rid of it because nobody wanted it, and it was just not something I was ever gonna light in my house. And actually, I'm gonna grab that scent and compare it because it just smells like so buttery and sugary, and not in like an appetizing way. Or maybe it's appetizing and maybe I just don't like baked goods scents. But it's probably the same feeling my friends got when they would smell the birthday cake flavored vodka I was about to put into my Diet Coke. Okay, so we have almond macaron. It just smells like almond extract. It's like as strong and sweet, but it is different. I would probably mix this a little bit instead of doing it on its own. But okay. Let's add it to the inventory. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I put this together this week because I shared a candle app I made. And people are asking me what scents I like to use, and I couldn't answer because I couldn't remember. And I was like, oh, I have a shoebox of them, but this made sense to have for me and for others who might be interested in my opinions. Grapefruit and mangosteen. Egyptian amber. Cool. That's it. That leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I should put a number count on this table. Okay, those are 16 cents. 17. Those are 17 cents I have that I've never used. And so I will not be getting any more. But this is a wide variety for when I have friends who come over that want to create them. And maybe I'll do some workshops somewhere and I can just bring a bunch of these. So that's my fragrances, my new tools, and my wicks, and wick bars and stickers, and my thermometer, my wax, and this. I'm so happy about this. It's one of those things where, like, because I make one order a year, all year I've just been like, man, it'd be really nice if I had a larger vessel. But I really try to minimize how often I buy stuff for minimizing overconsumption reasons. So I'm the most excited. I'm the only person in the world that's so excited about this, like, aluminum vessel. So yeah, that was a very long drawn out, hour-long stream about my candle science order that I made the day after Black Friday, where I have all my new fragrances, my new wax, my kit, my tools, my new sun, and my updated inventory. If you are a candle maker, you can go to candlemakinginventory.glitch.me to see this. And actually, I have also created on Glitch, which is where I build and host my little apps that I make, little and big apps. I have also made candlemath.glitch.me, and candlemath is a calculator I also made and put out this week that will help you stop wasting your candle making materials. So if you know your vessel weight and you know the fragrance oil percentage you want to use, which is on the bottle, you can click to calculate how much wax you should measure out and how much fragrance you should use, so that you're using the right amount of each and also not using too much oil, which could be dangerous. I also show you how, like, the equation and all the work about it. And there's like tons of YouTube videos I found where people explain this, and that's great. But sometimes people are like, I don't give a shit. I don't want to do the math. So you don't have to. So like, let's say, you know, I have my 8-ounce tins and I want to use 7%. I want 7% fragrance oil. It calculates 7.48. I usually use ounces. I also note that you should use weight measurements, like grams or ounces, not milliliters, cups, or fluid ounces. That's actually a problem I have with my other vessel. My other candle making kit vessel has measurements in milliliters, and it always trips me up. That is a volumetric unit, and so these are, for me, in grams typically. And yeah, and you just enter what you want to do, click to calculate it. And actually what I can probably add down here, I could add another one of like how many vessels, and maybe I'll do that in a future stream. But yeah, you can check that out. But all of my stuff you can get from jenschiffer.com, which is my personal website, which will take you to a bunch of my stuff. I'll probably add a link for candle making related things like those apps. You can also draw pixel art, which is a lot of fun. Anyway, I think that's it. For those of you that have popped in, thank you. For those of you that are watching this after, thank you. And yeah, have a good day.